6 Mile Cypress Preserve in Fort Myers, and it's a pretty cool park. It's right off of 6 Mile Parkway, and they basically is like, I think it's about a 2 mile boardwalk, and you can also well, it's nice and cheap too. It's only about $1 per hour, so just stay for a couple bucks for a short time. It's a nice little trip for the family. Lots to see and do here. So I'm going to take you through part of the boardwalk here and try to make this video not too long, but not too short either. So when you first enter the boardwalk, you'll come to this nice little cypress little forest here. A little info about the dry season here, and we're headed into the wet season, but usually this is all underwater. Like, it's usually a good couple feet of water here. But because we've had so little rain this year, and just started to rain about a day ago, we're a little late on our rain, that I came here to check out, see how dry it is. And this is extremely dry. So here we are, going along the lake here. Here's one of the other lookout spots here. So that was the little auditorium over there in the first spot. A little turtle. Now sometimes you'll see a really big gator hanging out on one of these platforms, and they tend to go somewhere right along here is where their trail end is for one of the other lakes here that you'll see soon. Sometimes you'll see the gator in this area, and then it's just kind of like his or her path that leads this way. Even during our driest winters, the number of years I've been coming to this boardwalk, I've never seen it this dry before. This is something else. This is usually all water here. A lot of times it covers these cypress knuckles, which are, oh, there we go. These are cypress knuckles. And that's from the cypress trees. They can get really huge, but this is not an old growth cypress forest. But the bases of them can get really large. I mean, easily, I'd say easily 20-foot diameter on the base, but this is about as far back as it goes. And now we will start making our way back towards the entrance, but we still have quite a ways to go. So hope you're enjoying so far. Now what's really cool is that we are actually 6 Mile Preserve is straddled between 6 Mile Cypress Parkway, which is down this way, about a mile that way or less, and then I-75 is down this way, probably about a mile, 2 miles down there. So it's very quiet here. You can easily come out here, sit on some of the benches that they have, and just relax and de-stress, or just just to reflect on things or whatever. So it's absolutely just gorgeous here. There's another place that I want to show you all too, but they still have a lot of the COVID restrictions going on there, and so it's a little more difficult to get in. Have to make appointments, and only during certain hours and days right now still. So eventually, definitely I will make a video. And when the lake gets this low, which I've never ever seen it this low before, I didn't even know this is what the bottom looked like here before. Yeah, excuse me. Once it gets this low, because a lot of these ponds hold like a lot of fish and minnows and everything, it becomes like a breeding haven for birds, turtles, gators, snakes, everything, because they're trying to go after the only places that there's food. And since it's so dry right now, any place with water, you would typically find a lot of activity. I don't see any gators yet here, but it is also in the middle of the daytime when I'm filming this, so sometimes it's just not the right time. I'll have to make another video sometime and do this like in the evening time and see what we can find. but I've come here before and have been like, oh, I haven't seen anything. And then next thing you know, I see 2 gators and 3 snakes just out of nowhere. And now continuing on to one of my favorite spots. But we'll see how it looks, because usually there's a lot of water there and beautiful little shadows and reflections on the water. But this is my favorite spot right here. Okay, note to self, add picture of when it's all nice and wet here. Now we're approaching one of the other lakes, and we'll see what type of goodies we find here. Last time I was here about 2-3 weeks ago, I think this was, had some water here and actually saw a gator. It's actually really neat seeing it nice and dry here because, you know, you never get to see the ground and you're always wondering like how far down is this actually? So now I have a good idea. Those knuckles are probably, like that one there is probably a good 3 feet tall, and that's sometimes underwater. Not quite underwater, but close. Let's see what we have here. Have them in this area, but probably like raccoon or something like that. But let's see what's out here. Not much. Tall cypress is up there. I'm amazed. So far, I have not seen any snakes. I'm even more surprised no gators. Usually there's always at least one somewhere. I don't know. Middle of the day isn't the best time to come here anyways, but that's okay. I do follow up sometime. Little butterfly. I skipped a portion of it because it's basically looks just like this. Another foresty, a lot of fern, and it's just a nice quiet spot, but I figured just to keep the video length down. But if anyone is interested in me doing a full walkthrough, sort of like the entire length, with like me not talking or anything, just let me know. I'm definitely more than happy to do it, and I'm here quite often, so. Or if there's anything else you'd like to see too, let me know. Now we're headed into one of our last stops before we've made it full circle, and this is Pop Ash Pond. Those are raccoon tracks. This is low. Couple birds. Don't see any gators. Looks like we're striking out today, aren't we? just as I left, I heard this loud noise. Lo and behold, there's a gator. Well, everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is where I'm about to leave you. If there's anything you'd all like to see, just let me know. I'll be doing more of these as time permits. And just really appreciate you all watching.